All right, we sent Fox News contributor Lawrence Jones to Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez's district in New York City to see what her constituents think of her and her policies. By the way, AOC is watching. We're going to prove it in a minute. Here's what they said.
Your local representative, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, do you support her?
Yeah. She looks very real to me, authentic, and like she actually cares about us. So yeah, I do support her.
I think she's amazing. She's a rock star. She's standing up for people instead of corporations.
I voted for her. I think she's amazing.
You think she's doing a good job so far?
I think she's doing a great job. I like how she's shaking it up.
She's an excellent representative, and she cares more about middle-class people.
So she said that it's more important to be morally right than factually right. Do you agree with that statement?
Overall, yes. That's a slippery slope. It's a little difficult to justify that in every situation.
It's important to be morally right. If we can get our facts straight, then great, but we make mistakes.
She also says that ICE has become a big problem, and we should get rid of ICE.
Yes.
Do you support that?
I do. I really agree with all of her policies.
We can improve ICE.
Improve ICE?
We can make changes that could go to improve the system.
Yeah.
I don't think it should be abolished, but I think that policies need to be revised.
She believes we should tax the rich 70%. So 70% of what they make should go back to Uncle Sam. Do you agree with her?
Sure, why not?
I am all for it.
Too low.
Too low. So what would you suggest?
90%.
I think the counter argument is that it's going to drive them away and drive away big business, but honestly, it doesn't look like the economy is working for everybody.
Absolutely. They make so much money. Tax them. I do not feel bad of all the that voted for Donald Trump.
We have some good news tonight. We'd like to welcome Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez. She's watching the show, apparently, tweeting about our opening monologue tonight. Look at that. She took a screen grab of her show and wrote, "I'm tempted to frame this and put it on my desk." Now, Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez, I will go to Washington. I will sign it, as many copies as you want. Then we'll spend the hour. We'll talk about the issues in a very polite way. Mark Levin invited you on his show. Anyway, joining us now with more, Fox News contributor, campus reform editor-in-chief, Lawrence Jones, and our favorite liberal who thinks that the world is going to end like Ocasio-Cortez in 12 years, Jessica Tarlov. All right, let's talk about your trip.
Yeah, so they're advocating for wealth redistribution in that district, and I don't think a lot of them really understand what the 1% is. They believe in taxing people up to 90%. It's a failed policy. I see why she got elected, because these people actually believe in her. I don't think reasonable Democrats like my friend Jessica Tarlov believes
74% that would vote for her if she was old enough to run for president.
I think average day Americans, look, she's inspirational. She has a great Twitter following. She's a people's person.
We share something. I have something in common with her. I was a bartender.
Right.
For years.
I mean, she has a great story. People like her. For a lot of people, it's not about policy. It's about the ability to connect with voters. She has that strength, just like President Trump has that strength. But I think when it goes down to the nitty-gritty, I think a lot of the mainstream Democrats are going to try to go after her because a lot of people don't believe in this nonsense. I
think this puts the Democratic Party in a very tough position. You think I am offering? Would I not be nice to her in her interview?
You absolutely would be, and I think that she should take you up on that and take the hour of prime time TV.
I'll sign it, and she can put it on her desk.
But I just say, as for her voters, they are clearly thankful to have someone who is actively representing them, who went out there, went door to door to get their support, and didn't ignore them, as it seems Joe Crowley did, and that's why he ended up losing that seat. Yeah. Her point about the tax rate, we're being honest here. She's talking about a marginal tax rate for people earning over $10 million per year. That worked until Ronald Reagan came into office. No one had a problem with that.
70 to 28%. He dropped the top marginal rate, and we created 21.5 million new jobs, the longest period of peacetime economic growth, and it was because of the tax drop from 70 to 28. Here's my question for you, though.
Doesn't work.
Do you believe that the world is ending in 12 years? And when the star of the Democratic Party says that, we're glad she's watching. You're welcome. You can come in studio.
Well, First of all, I would say that the star of the Democratic Party is Nancy Pelosi.
Come on.
Who, I don't know if she is watching, but if you are, I'm a huge fan.
I think she's afraid of AOC.
I think she's losing it.
Listen, I think that it was smart to put her on the Oversight Committee. There have been flamethrowers on that committee.
That was so she can get a vote.
Darrell Issa, Mark Meadows,
Didn't
Trey
she threaten
Gowdy.
to use the power of subpoena as
Which she doesn't have
retribution?
authority to do.
AOC uses hyperbole to make her point.
So she doesn't really believe that the world's ending in 12 years?
In 12 years, the world will still be here, and she will probably still be in Congress.
Because she doesn't believe in
affecting
facts.
change.
It's important to be morally right than factually
Believe in facts.
correct.
Is climate change real?
Well, I mean, yeah,
Lawrence,
is the
come
climate
on.
changing?
Don't be a
Yes.
denier. No, not just, is it weather?
But are we responsible for all elements of it? That's the big question. So what she does is she throws down these blanket
Don't be a
statements
denier.
and then say,
You have 2 seconds.
Answer the question. Yeah.
Yeah, does the climate change? Yeah, it's changed.
No, guys, let's be honest.
This is a history. Goes up
Is it
and
a
down.
hoax or is it real? Are you on the side of science or are you on the side of ridiculousness?
Nice trick question.
That was
I'm
good,
waiting
though.
for the world to end in 12 years.
I said no 12 years.
The Earth has a fever.
Guys, don't be deniers. You know that it's real and it's
By the way,
legitimate.
it's Lawrence's world tonight.
That game doesn't work with
All right, straight ahead, special segment.